It's been a while since I shared my favorite date night fragrances, so today I am back to share with you my go-to sexy date night fragrances. Before we get into the fragrances, I do want to quickly introduce myself for those of you who may be new here. My name is Ayesha. I make videos about fragrance, beauty, luxury, and lifestyle. If those are things you're into, please consider subscribing. And if you are a returning subscriber, hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So like I said, in this video, I will be sharing my sexy date night fragrances. Now, this outfit and hair makeup probably looks familiar, and that's because I just filmed my daytime version to this, which you would have already seen if you have your notifications on and you're caught up on my videos. If not, no fear, I will definitely link that video for you guys so you can check it out after this one. But in this video, we're talking about nighttime date night fragrances. Now, I noticed when picking out fragrances for this video that there are certain houses that tend to make me feel sexier, apparently, because I have multiples that I'm going to share with you in this video. So the way I'm going to kind of divide it is I'm going to start with one house that I have multiples for, and then I'll do the other random ones, and then at the end I'll do the other house that I have multiples for. So first one up is none other than by Guerlain, and this is Angel Share. So this fragrance got a lot of hype. It came out last year, but it's actually a really good one in my opinion. So this one is a boozy, but also like apple cinnamon scent. This is definitely more appropriate for cold weather. However, I do think that I can wear this nighttime year round. It's definitely more appropriate for cold weather because of the cinnamon in my opinion, but it's not so heavy that I would feel some kind of way even wearing it now. I actually wore this to bed the other night, and something about this just makes me feel sexy, a little bit badass, and it is perfect for a date night. Now, I don't get that many date nights, but so whenever I go on a date night, it's so hard for me to figure out what fragrance I'm gonna wear because I don't go out on that many dates, you know, children and, you know. So it's always hard for me to pick, but these are the ones that I'm always looking at. So Angel Share is definitely always a contender. It just makes me feel very seductive, if you will. So that's the first one. The second one from by Guerlain is Love Don't Be Shy. So I have it in the black bottle. I've had it for a while, and to me, this fragrance, it just says I am flirty, I am available, I am ready to play, and it just makes me feel sexy when I wear it. This is a sweet orange blossom marshmallow scent. It is kind of heavy and thick feeling. So I don't typically overspray this one a ton because I never want it to be too much, but it's one of those fragrances that it doesn't project hugely. So I do spray it in my areas. It is pretty decently lasting on me, but like I said, it doesn't project hugely. If I overspray it, it could be a bit overwhelming, but the way that I spray it, I feel like it's that perfect scent for when your partner gets close to you. They will definitely smell it on you. They'll definitely smell it as you're walking by. And it just leaves that kind of trail of suspense and mystery and sexiness. It's a very intoxicating smell. So yes, that was Guerlain, Love Don't Be Shy. The next Guerlain fragrance is probably my favorite, but this is Back to Black. And guys, I don't mention this fragrance that much. I honestly don't know why. Maybe because I reserve it for nighttime, but this is so good. This is honey and tobacco, but a bit of powderiness, but it's done in a way that to me feels very sexy. I feel very powerful and very badass when I wear this fragrance. And yeah, like I'm in charge when I wear this. I love this. I do believe this is unisex, and I could definitely see a man wearing this, but it definitely does not smell manly. Hopefully that makes sense to you guys. I love it. Now, I know I said this is like a sexy date night fragrance. However, I do typically like to wear this when I'm out with my girls too, because I feel like it's one of those fragrances that will have me stand out. None of my friends are wearing this. They're not into fragrances like me. So none of them are wearing this, and I just feel like I'm a bad bee when I wear it. So that is Back to Black. So that was it for the by Guerlain fragrances. The next few, I just have one of the brand. So the next fragrance I want to share with you is from Kayali, and this is Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. This is the newest fragrance in the lineup. but has already impressed me. This is a sweet rose, spicy oud fragrance, I believe. If oud is not a listed note, that's what it smells like to me. So this has been done before. Like, this is not completely unique, but what makes it a bit different is that it has taken that rose oud combination, and to me it's made it more feminine, more sweet, more playful, and actually a little bit less thick and heavy. Like, I actually feel like I can wear this during the daytime, but I think it's perfect for sexy date nights. Like, who wouldn't want to smell me wearing this? This smells so delicious and so tempting and so seductive without being like too serious. So I love it. This is Kayali Sweet Diamond Pink Pepper. This next fragrance is typically one that I wear at home for sexy date night ends. And this is from Guerlain. This is Gourmand Coquin. And the reason that I say that I typically wear this at home is because it sits very close to the skin, but it smells delish. So this is a like chocolate raspberry scent, but it's a tiny bit powdery, but not too much. And I believe there may be some tonka in here. And I know it sounds maybe kind of basic, but this is done like so well. This is a very grown-up gourmand, but it just makes it just smells like I should be eating if I'm wearing this. Like, so good, so good. And like I said, it does not project very well. However, it works perfectly in certain situations. So this is Gourmand Coquin. The next fragrance is another one that I like to wear for sexy date nights at home, but I also can wear this one out. This is from Navitus Parfums, and this is Soir Exclusive. This was part of the collaboration that Navitus Parfums did with Big Beard Business here on YouTube, and this fragrance is just very well done. So to me, this fragrance is kind of hard to explain. It's a little sweet, but not too sweet. It's a little spicy, but not too spicy. I also believe there's some marshmallow in here that gives it a very like different scent. However, it's not a very feminine marshmallow. Like, it doesn't scream, I'm so girly. Like, I can see a guy wearing this. However, I don't think it really leans masculine or feminine. And I think this one is just, the way it's done is just so good. I always have a hard time explaining this one. It's one you need to get your nose on, and it's perfect. It is perfect for date nights in, but it also can be worn on date nights out. I just prefer it for date nights in because it's kind of soft and inviting. It's not overpowering at all. So it's one of those ones that if somebody's sitting right next to you, they're going to smell it on you and want to get a little bit closer and see what you're wearing and what you smell like, you know. So this is Soir Exclusive. The next fragrance may surprise you, but this is the one that my husband tends to love on me, compliments me every time I wear it, talks about how good it smells, and so therefore it has become one of my sexy date night fragrances. So this is from Dolce & Gabbana, and this is the only one. So this is the original, not the intense. This one is a sweet caramel fragrance that has like a sparkling nature to it again. It feels very translucent on the skin, very sheer, but it does kind of stick around. It does stay around. It's just not a heavy in-your-face fragrance. So to me, this makes me just feel very flirty and playful, and like I just want to play hard to get. Like, this is that type of fragrance, but it is beautiful. It's not too complex, but it smells really good. And yeah, I think men love this kind of fragrance. All right, so the last three fragrances are all from Tom Ford, and I have to tell you, I was gonna try to limit myself to one fragrance from each brand, but I felt like that wasn't being true. So these three fragrances are the three from Tom Ford that I felt are my sexiest, like, go-to date night fragrances. So just know that I feel like most of Tom Ford's fragrances are perfect for sexy date night, but these are just the three that I tend to reach for the most out of my large Tom Ford collection. So we'll start with like the OG, and that is Tom Ford Black Orchid. Now this is the Perfume version, so I guess it's not technically the OG, but I interchange the two. I feel like they're so very similar. It's just I'm kind of leaning towards this one a lot more recently, so I decided to include this. But of course, Black Orchid makes me feel sexy and powerful and in charge. This is the take charge scent for me. This is definitely a unisex scent. I know it's not for everybody, but it is for me. So this is a sweet, like boozy, oh gosh, it's so good. Boozy, it smells like some plum in there. I know there's supposed to be chocolate in here, and I think I do smell that. But honestly, I think this fragrance is just so well blended. It's kind of hard to pick out a ton of notes, but I definitely get the booziness and the sweetness more out of this one compared to the original Black Orchid. So yes, I mean, this is just a go-to. This is probably the one that I have to tell myself not to wear when it's time to go on a date. The next fragrance that I have is Tom Ford Noir Perfume. Now this one has been described as like a spicy, sexy cheesecake, and I guess I agree with that. But to me, this definitely smells a bit more like, I don't think tobacco is a note in here, but it definitely smells like there may be tobacco in here. It smells very alluring, very like mysterious, but at the same time I think it smells feminine, and there's some sweetness to it. And there's something about this that every time I wear it, I feel like people are drawn to me and want to compliment me on my scent, including my husband. So this one makes me feel very sexy and also very powerful still and bold, but it's not doing too much, whereas Black Orchid could be doing too much, if you get my drift. And then the last fragrance is my fave date night fragrance, and it is none other than, say it with me guys, Lost Cherry. I mean, did y'all not think this was gonna be in the video? I love Lost Cherry. I know it's overpriced, I know it's super expensive, I know it doesn't have great longevity, but I don't care. Oh, so good, so good. Now this says I'm ready to play. I'm ready to have some fun. This is that cherry, almond, boozy scent. And no matter how many dupes I've smelled of this and how many cherry fragrances I've tried, I haven't smelled a dupe that is the exact same as this. So I know this is expensive, but honestly guys, it's so well done. It is so well done. Yes, it could be longer lasting, but honestly, when I wear this on a date, it doesn't need to be. Yes, it could project more, but when I wear this on a date, it doesn't need to. My husband smells it on me. He'll walk up behind me and like smell this like off the back of my ear. Like, you have to know where to spray a fragrance like this. Spray this where you want somebody to sniff you or where you want somebody to kiss you. That's all I'm gonna say. Lost Cherry hasn't failed me yet. It is the best. It is the best date night sexy fragrance for me. So those were my go-to sexy date night fragrances. Remember, if you haven't seen the daytime version of this video, I'm wearing the same outfit. I'll link it up here or down here, but make sure you check that out because I have some good ones in there as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let us know in the comments below, what is your #1 date night fragrance when you want to feel sexy? Leave it in the comments below, share so we can have a conversation about it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Also, make sure you follow me over on Instagram. I am trying to be a lot more active over there, so come hang out with me on Insta. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.